Okay, can you guys hear me? Interpreter, do we have it? I apologize. Do we have an interpreter matter?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
All right, good afternoon. Okay. This is the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for December 4th, 2025.
Esta es la lista de comparecencias iniciales de las 2 de la tarde de diciembre 4, 2025.
The court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples made on the 2 a.m. calendar on the 1st of the month will also apply to these hearings.
La orden judicial referente a la toma de huellas dactilares y muestras de ADN emitida en la lista de comparecencias a las 2 de la mañana, primer día del mes, también aplican a las causas de hoy.
All right, and I'm going to read the victim's rights advisement before we go further.
Antes de continuar, voy a leer el aviso sobre el derecho de víctimas y ofendidos.
In the event there are any victims listening either here at the jail or online.
En caso de que hayan víctimas, ya sea aquí en la cárcel o en línea.
If you and Mr. Parrott, you have a copy of this, right?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm going to rip through the whole thing. All right, if you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you've not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office.
Si usted es la víctima en una causa penal en este tribunal, por la presente se le informa que goza de determinados derechos con acuerdo a las leyes de Arizona, que incluyen, entre otros, el derecho a un trato justo, respetuoso y dignidad, el derecho a un proceso sin dilación, el derecho de hallarse presente en las diligencias sobre su caso en este tribunal, el derecho a decir si permite que el inculpado o su abogado defensor lo entreviste a usted, el derecho a expresar su opinión antes de que antes que el juez decida cuestiones de la excarcelación, la negociación de un convenio resolutorio, la programación de diligencias judiciales y la imposición de la pena al inculpado y el derecho a reparación por parte de la parte responsable de inferir los daños y perjuicios sufridos por usted o ocasionado por el delito. Si no ha recibido una guía escrita de los derechos del ofendido por el delito, sírvase a llamar la sección de servicios para víctimas y ofendidos de la Fiscalía.
Mr. Beltran Esquer, if you please come to the podium.
Señor Beltrán Esquer, por favor, pase al podio.
He's got the headphones on. I'm not sure if they're working. Sir, can you hear the interpreter?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Elías Ezequiel Beltrán Esquer y es 15 de febrero del 2007.
Elías Ezequiel Beltrán Esquer, and it's 15th of February of 2007.
All right, thank you. Sir, you've been arrested on new allegations of burglary in the 3rd degree, which is a Class 4 felony, and criminal trespassing in the 2nd degree, which is a Class 2 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for both of those offenses, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you in this case. I'm scheduling your first 2 court dates. They will both be in the downtown Superior Court, and that address in Phoenix is on your paperwork. The first one is a status conference on December 18th at 8:30 in the morning. That is approximately 2 weeks from now, and your preliminary hearing will be December 22nd at 8:30 in the morning. All of that information is on your paperwork. You do not appear to have any adult or juvenile arrest history, so I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, which means your promise to come to court and comply with all of your release conditions. Will you do those things?
Sí, está bien.
Yeah, that's fine.
All of your conditions are in writing, but they do include that you may not go to the scene of the alleged crime. You may not have any contact with any victim there, which is probably a business. So don't have any contact with that business or its employees. Is that a tire shop you used to work at, or is it a different one?
Donde estaba juntando las llantas es otro lugar.
Where I was doing the tires, it was at a different place.
Okay, fine. Then just do not go to this location at all while the case is pending. Don't possess any drugs without a prescription. Don't possess or consume any alcohol. You're not 21 yet. And importantly, do not miss any court dates where there will be a warrant issued for your arrest. Everything I just told you will be on your paperwork. If you please step to your left, the officers will give you a copy and you can hand them back the headphones, okay?
Okay, tengo una pregunta. ¿Puedo salir de Estados Unidos? ¿Puedo ir a México?
I do have a question. Am I able to go out, leave the country, go to Mexico?
Not at this time. In this type of case, it would not be impossible that a court might give you permission, but I'm not giving you permission today. I want you to show that you will go to court. Go talk to your lawyer about that next week. And if you wanted to go for the holidays or something, go speak to your lawyer next week and say, I want to request permission to travel outside the country. And then the state will have an opportunity to give their opinion of that to the court as well. And the, I guess it's a business victim. So anyway, please talk to your lawyer about that. You need to stay here until you get permission from the court, if the court gives you permission. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Sí.
All right. Will you stay here?
Sí.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Then please step to your left and take your paperwork. You should be released within a few hours. Try to be patient.
Gracias.
Thank you.
All right. And if the interpreter could make a general call for me before I let you go, that would be great.
Of course, Your Honor. Buenas tardes, soy el intérprete judicial. Si necesita asistencia en español para esta audiencia, levante su mano, por favor.
No hands. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bye-bye. All right. Mr. Holvig, Dalton Holvig, will you please come to the podium? And then Liliana Ortiz, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Dalton Stewart Holvig, 5/23/1998.
Thank you. You are before the court on 6 matters today. I'm going to start with the arrest allegations from yesterday, which is number 7 on our calendar. In this matter, you've been accused of unlawful use of a means of transportation as a passenger, which is a Class 6 felony, and false reporting to law enforcement, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for both of those things, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm also appointing a lawyer for you in both of your probation cases, which are numbers 9 and 10 on the calendar. In those cases, you're on felony probation, and there were already warrants out for your arrest in both of those cases. On October 28th of this year, petitions to revoke were filed that allege that you violated terms 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7. You'll get a copy of those petitions from your lawyer. Again, I am appointing a lawyer for you in those cases as well. Now, you've also come in on a newly filed case that dates back a little bit, I think to last summer. And in this case, the direct complaint that was filed, that's a formal charge, charges you with criminal damage as a Class 5 felony. The alleged offense date is June 23rd of 2025. And in this case, it comes out of the Buckeye Police Department. But if that doesn't ring a bell, you will get a copy of the charge and police reports in that case from your lawyer. So I'm going to give you some court dates for all of these felony cases. That's the new arrest, the criminal damage from last summer, and your 2 probation cases. So starting with the 2 cases in which you are not yet convicted, that's number 7, the arrest from last night, and number 6, which is that criminal damage warrant from last summer. Your next court date is going to be December 10th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. That is this coming Wednesday. That's a status conference. Then your preliminary hearing for both cases will be Friday, December 12th at 8:30 in the morning. Same court, address is on your paperwork. In the two probation cases, you need to go have a revocation arraignment hearing combined with a possible disposition hearing. Those are going to happen on Thursday, December 11th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Again, the address is on your paperwork. Now, you have a criminal warrant from Buckeye City Court and a traffic warrant from the Ironwood Justice Court. I'll start with Buckeye. That is number 8 on the calendar. In that case, this is the one I believe that went out as a probation violation warrant. Yes, this is Buckeye. And it appears you were on probation with them for driving on a suspended license and drug paraphernalia possession, both class 1 misdemeanors, on September, might be 18th, in September of this year. There was a warrant issued for your arrest for probation violation. So your next court date there is currently scheduled for Wednesday, December 10th at 1 in the afternoon. Again, that's the Buckeye City Court. Finally, in the Ironwood Justice Court, you've been charged with driving on a suspended license, which is a class 1 misdemeanor. And they have also added a charge of failing to appear in a misdemeanor case, which is itself a class 2 misdemeanor. And in that case, your court date is going to be Tuesday, December 9th at 8:30 in the morning. That's this Tuesday in the Ironwood Justice Court. That's an arraignment hearing. All right, now, in each of your two probation cases, the court finds that you will, in all reasonable probability, be revoked to prison. And for that reason, you do not have bail today. I am holding you without bail in both of those probation cases.
They want to revoke it. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry?
They want to revoke my probation to go to prison?
It's up to the judge if you are found to have violated probation. Right now, you are accused of violating probation.
Yes.
If ultimately, at the end of everything, it is found that you did violate probation, then the court will essentially re-sentence you in those cases, and it could reinstate you or it could send you to prison. And in your particular situation, this court determines that it is highly likely you will be revoked to prison in one or both of those cases. So you can speak to your lawyer more at your next court date about how that works.
Okay.
But right now, it is the accusation phase for that.
Okay.
Now, in the case from last night, which is the unlawful use of means, the new one from yesterday, your bail is set at $2,000 secured with written release conditions that include, I need to reprint this one, I apologize. We need to get no victim contact in this one. No contact with whoever owns the allegedly stolen vehicle. No contact with any co-defendant you might ultimately have in that case. I'm not aware of one right now, but if you did have a co-defendant, no contact with them. No weapons, drugs, no alcohol. Call your PO within 72 hours. That's the case from yesterday, and that's the PF case when you're reprinting. So then in the one from last summer, the criminal damage from last summer, I'm going to affirm the bond they set when they issued the warrant. The judge who issued the warrant, that's $400 secured with written release conditions. Oh, apologies, we got to reprint 6 as well. Don't go to the scene of the crime. No contact with the alleged victim or any witness that I'm trying to cover the business or any employees who work there. So let's reprint CR 2025. There should be only one officer. Okay, yeah, we got to reprint a second one. It's the CR 2025. She'll have them for you, but so far I'm reprinting 2 of his. Okay. All right. So, thank you. Thank you. All right, and so we're up to $2,400 on the bond. Then in the Ironwood case, which is the driving unsuspended, your bond is set at $500 secured with written conditions of release that you're ordered to comply with. Finally, in the Buckeye City Court, which is the probation for driving unsuspended and drug paraphernalia, your bond is $500 secured with conditions in that as well. So that is $3,400, I believe, but you can check my math on the paperwork with conditions. You still remain held without bond in your 2 probation cases. So I certainly recommend you speak to your lawyer before deciding whether to post bail in those other cases, because if you're still being held without bond in even one of your probation cases, you wouldn't actually get out at that time.
Yeah.
So speak to your lawyer about that. We're going to get your paperwork reassembled because I made a mistake on a couple of them. We're going to fix that and get you the total packet. If you please go sit out to your left. They're going to
When is my probation?
They all start next week, but your Superior Court date for the pending felonies is the 10th. The
Okay.
probation cases are the 11th. Eventually, the felonies should come together in the system. I just can't do that for you today.
Okay.
And you should end up with the same lawyer for all of your felony cases. In the misdemeanor cases, I did appoint a lawyer for you for purposes of the bond only. You're only entitled to a lawyer in those cases because I gave you a bond.
Okay.
Once you no longer have a bond, that person's not going to represent you for the whole case.
Okay.
You always have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense.
Okay.
Everything's on your paperwork. If you step to your left, they'll give you your copy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Ortiz, Liliana Ortiz?
We'll bring your paperwork.
Hi, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Liliana Ortiz, September 20, 2006.
Okay, thank you. And then Addison Thomas, will you go wait in the chair? You'll be after Ms. Ortiz. All right, ma'am, you are here on a new case. You've been arrested on multiple allegations, which are as follows. 2 allegations of transportation for sale and or sale of narcotic drugs, those are Class 2 felonies. Possession of marijuana for sale, a Class 4 felony. 2 allegations of possession or use of a weapon during the commission of a drug offense, those are Class 4 felonies. 1 allegation of using an electronic communications device to facilitate a drug transaction, that's a Class 4 felony. 1 allegation of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and passively resisting arrest, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. Based on what the police have submitted, I do find probable cause for all of those offenses. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you in this case. Your next 2 court dates will be as follows. First, the status conference, December 10th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. The address is on your paperwork. And then a preliminary hearing is scheduled for Friday, December 12th at 8:30 in the morning, same court. All of that will be on your paperwork. In this case, based on what's been alleged against you, the court sets bail in the amount of $3,000. It is secured. That means you can use a bail bondsman to bond out for possibly less than the full amount. You have other conditions you are ordered to comply with, which include you may not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, I believe you are under 21, no driving without a valid license. Everything I just told you is on your paperwork. If you please step to your left, I'll give you your copy. Thank you. Addison? Hi, sir, can I have your full name and date of birth?
Addison Benjamin Eli Thomas, July 10, 2000.
Okay, thanks. Then Anthony Mondesir, will you go to the chair? You'll be after Mr. Thomas. All right, Mr. Thomas, you are here on 2 things. They are both bench warrants for failure to appear at a hearing in Superior Court. In number 17 on the calendar, that was your sentencing hearing in a criminal trespass Class 6 felony case. And in number 16 on the calendar, that was a disposition hearing in your felony probation case. And that hearing occurred November 5th, 2025. You were not there, so warrants were issued for your arrest. You already have a lawyer appointed in both cases, and you still will. I'm going to set your next court date. It's going to be the same date in front of your sentencing judge. It is this coming Wednesday, December 10th at 8:30 in the morning. In the sentencing case, which is number 17, that's going to be a status conference. In the probation case, it will be set as a disposition hearing. You can talk to your lawyer, but I doubt it will actually be your disposition hearing because you need to get a new sentencing date. I'm not giving you a new sentencing date. Your sentencing judge needs to do that. So I'm going to get you in there in 6 days. They will give you a new sentencing date, and you can speak to your lawyer at that time. In the meantime, I'm going to affirm the bond set by your sentencing judge in both cases. It's $2,500 secured per case for $5,000 total. If you bond out, be sure to comply with all of your written release conditions and do not miss the sentencing. Okay, if you step to your left, I'll give you a copy of that paper.
I have a question.
What's the question?
So I was extradited here from Salt River DOC,
I see that.
and that's the reason why I missed, my last hearings.
I don't know why you were in Salt River DOC. I don't know if the court in your case would find that that is a good excuse for missing court. Do you have any paperwork with you? I show you bonded out November 4th or on there about cash bail. Do you have any? I have no way to verify when you're in Salt River.
I have it right here.
Okay. Will you hand that to the DO? Right here.
Yeah, I was incarcerated on November 4th.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I can't tell that from this paper. Not yet, anyway. I can't tell when you went into custody from that, sir, and I'm not going to take your word for it. Sorry, I just don't. It's not personal to you. What I can tell is that you got reinstated to probation on the 2nd. What I can't tell is when you went into their custody. So you're going to have to post this bail in order to be released. If you don't, talk to your lawyer about that and establishing to the satisfaction of your sentencing judge that you're going to appear for your sentencing hearing ultimately. So everything's
Okay.
on your paperwork. Try to be patient. Talk to your lawyer next week. All right,
Okay.
step to your left to get that paperwork.
Thomas? Here you go, sir.
All right. Because I know something about how they do and don't. It's not his fault. All righty. Mr. Monteser? And then Casey Manuel, will you please go to the chair? Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Yes, Anthony K. Monosir,
What's your date of birth, sir?
10/28/1982.
Okay, thank you. You are here on a probation violation warrant in your Class 6 felony probation case. Back on September 30th of this year, there was a petition to revoke your probation filed. It alleged a fifth petition to revoke. It alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5. You'll get a copy of it from your lawyer at your next court date. That is going to be December 11th, 1 week from today, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown probation court, and that address will be on your paperwork. I'm going to affirm the bond set by the probation judge in your case, and that is $750 secured. You have to post it to be released. If you do, comply with all your written conditions and call your PO within 72 hours. The number is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, these gentlemen have that paperwork for you.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Manuel, or Ms. Manuel, Casey Manuel, and then Justin Limon, will you please go to the chair? Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Casey R. Manuel, 7/16/92.
92?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You're here on a bench warrant that issued for you in a case in which you missed a status conference on September 11th of this year. You've been charged in this pending case with possession or use of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and third-degree criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. You have already had a lawyer appointed for you, and you still will. Your status conference will be December 10th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. Your preliminary hearing will be December 12th at 8:30 in the same court. I'm affirming the bond in your case. It is $500 secured. If you post it, comply with all of your written conditions, and do not miss your court date. If you step to your left, I'll give you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Limon?
You are here in the first row, push third row.
Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Justin Jimmy Lamont, 6/24/83.
Okay, thank you. 1 second. Is this doubled on your screen? We're just having a weird computer glitch.
I don't know why. I was wondering that too.
And so, we're gonna have to see if it clears out. We're just having a weird computer glitch. I just want to be very careful that your paperwork comes out correct. All right, Mr. Limon, 6/24/83, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. You're here on a probation warrant, as I think you're aware. You're on probation for a Class 5 felony. On October 23rd, there was a petition to revoke issued for you. It alleges that you violated terms 3, 5, 7, and 15. I am appointing a lawyer for you in this probation case. You will go to probation court next week, 1 week from today, December 11th at 8:30 in the morning. The address is on your paperwork on Jefferson. Now, yours is a case in which normally I would have set far more than $500 bond for this level of violation. And, you know, I mean, the probation judges do what they want. But what I'm saying is, if I was your probation judge, I probably would have issued a $5,000 bond. You know, so,
But
just a second, I'm working my way up to that. The nature of the underlying charge and the level and consistency of violations in your case do you no favors. On the other hand, they say you self-surrendered yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
They say you have a job.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't want you to lose a job.
I can't lose it.
So I'm going to split the baby in your case. I'm going to put an ankle monitor on you and send you home.
Thank you.
I don't want you to mess up while these revocation proceedings are going on. I want us to know where you are. And assuming that your ankle monitor shows you're at a Denny's working, that'll help you.
Yes, ma'am.
So I just want you to know, if you hadn't self-surrendered, I was going to give you more bond than they were looking at, because I disagree. I think that's not enough bond in your case. So you did a good thing by self-surrendering. Keep up that good decision.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't mess up. You have to call your PO within 72 hours of release. If you're smart, you'll call them by tomorrow.
I will.
Start being compliant and
I will.
show that, you know, you can comply with probation when you're in the middle of revocation proceedings. Cutting the ankle monitor off is a felony even in and of itself. Don't do it. Go talk to your lawyer next week. Your case may well resolve next week. I think you're on a good path, and I don't want to knock you off it. So just comply, okay? The ankle monitoring is annoying. I'm sorry. That's as good as you're getting from me today.
Thank you.
Just comply.
Thank you.
No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. You call your PO. Now, the ankle monitor, you should be able to make today's hookup this afternoon. It's going to slow down your release, but hopefully you'll be out later tonight. You have 72 hours to call your PO, okay? Don't miss this hearing on the 11th. If you have work or something, you need to get on the phone to your PO. Do everything you can not to miss that, okay?
I'll be there. I promise.
All right. If you step to your left, get your paperwork.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. All right, let's make sure, does his paperwork say EM? Because his case doubled weirdly in the system. All right.
Yeah, PSA with electric monitor.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now we know what happens maybe if we both hit save like right about the same time. I think we did that. I don't know, because I was not thinking, and I think anyway. Mr. Callahan, where's James Callahan? Then Gustavo Cordova, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
James Michael Callahan II and 0803-2000.
Okay, I'm just going to throw in a second, because the first and third might appreciate that one day. All righty, Mr. Callahan, you were arrested for criminal damage allegations. That's a Class 5 felony. 3 allegations of disorderly conduct. Those are Class 1 misdemeanors. Based on what the police have presented, there's probable cause for those. So I am appointing a lawyer for you, and I'm going to give you 2 court dates. The first one is a status conference, December 18th. 8:30 in the morning. That's about 2 weeks from now. 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing will be December 22nd at 8:30 in the morning, also in the downtown Superior Court. Now, your case gave me some pause as well, because what they allege is extremely dangerous behavior. And initially, when I had to go back and read it more closely, I was worried that it was a gun, in which case I would just be giving you a sizable bond. In any event, your case, it worries me. You don't have felony priors, though, and I don't believe you're likely to know who these victims are or be able to harass them while the case is pending. I will tell you the county attorney recommended a $5,000 bond for you, because people road raging tends to end up in people being hurt or killed, even when there's not a gun involved, causing accidents and that sort of thing, and we all take it fairly seriously. I'm telling you that because I want you to take your release conditions seriously. I've decided to release you without a bond, which is also based, again, on your criminal history and on the idea that you're able to control your behavior, come to court, and comply with conditions. I'll note, you just got arrested in November for assault out of Glendale, assault and disorderly conduct. It's unlikely to be these alleged victims, though, and you were, your other one dates back to April of 23. So, Mr. Callahan, you have to come to court. You have to comply with your release conditions. They include absolutely no contact with these alleged victims. I thought about an ankle monitor for you, but this is one where as long as you don't know who those people are, there's little chance that you're going to be able to go find them to harass them. By the way, if you do, that could be a new felony. So I'm just going to make you report into pretrial services. I'm not making you post a bond right now, but I want you to be very aware that that does not make this case unserious.
Yes, ma'am.
So just comply with your release conditions. They're all in writing. Do not miss your court date. You're going to get an envelope for pretrial services. Keep it. When you get out, it tells you how to call in. So call into pretrial according to those instructions. You have an envelope, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Yeah, when you get out, don't miss your court date. Okay?
Yeah.
Question?
Just a couple. So, did I get OR or did I?
It's a form of OR. You'll see your order says you are released on your own recognizance subject to the supervision of pretrial services. So I am essentially letting you go out and be good. I'm just going to make you check in with pretrial services so we can keep track of you. I am concerned that your criminal history contains a lot of assaultive behavior, and what you're accused of doing could result in people in moving vehicles can end up dead when things like this happen, and then you're up on murder charges. And it tends to suggest that you cannot control your temper and that you don't take a November arrest all that seriously. It suggests a lot of things that make me uncomfortable with it. But at this moment in time, you don't have a bunch of convictions, etc. You're accused of criminal damage plus some misdemeanors. So I am hopeful that you can conform your behavior to the law and come to court and stay away from these people. Can you do all that?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Everything is in writing on your paperwork. Did you have another question?
Just to confirm, that was corrected. There was no firearm in that case.
Correct. No.
Right.
Then they're alleging like a rock or something. But eventually, when I reported hearing a loud bang, the truck was struck. I started reading. I thought eventually they're going to find bullet holes in the car because we see this all the time now, and they get bond. But no, then I thought, oh, it wasn't actually, because when I read there was a loud bang, moving vehicles, I expected to read gun by the time I got to the end of it, and I didn't. So that is a positive in your case. So I don't decide if you did it, I just decide if there's probable cause. There is definitely probable cause. I just wanted you to be aware because I think it may help you to take the case seriously. Go to court, talk to your lawyer. You're entitled to defend the case. I just want to make sure you stay away from these people. You show up for court, you comply with your release conditions. Okay?
Yes, Your
If you
Honor.
take your paperwork, you'll be out in a few hours.
Thank you again.
All right, thank you. Mr. Cordova? Then Bridget Riffle, will you go to the chair? Apologies, Mr. Cordova, what's your full name and date of birth, please?
Gustavo Pablo Cordova, January 17th, 1998.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a new case. You got arrested for dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and criminal speeding, which is a Class 3 misdemeanor. There's probable cause for both of those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm giving you 2 court dates. The first one is a status conference, December 18th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court with a preliminary hearing, December 22nd at 8:30. The address for the court will be on your paperwork, and on this charge, you qualify for release on your own recognizance. And that's what I'm going to order. That means you're promised to come to court and comply with your release conditions. Do you promise to do those things?
Yes.
All right. Your release conditions are very simple. They're not hard. They're in your paperwork. They do include no drugs without a valid prescription and no alcohol. Everything's going to be on your paperwork, though. If you step to your left, he'll give you that copy. All right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Riffle, Bridget Riffle, and then I need Lionel. How did Kyle Williams end up all the way down there? Lionel Guzman?
Sure, he's gonna make it.
That's the guy who was gotten brought over. Okay. All right, so Ms. Riffle, can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Bridget Jean Riffle Fuller, 5/20/77.
So is your full last name Riffle Fuller now?
Well, no,
Which one's legal now? Like what's Or, okay, is that an iffy question? All right, I'm gonna probably stick with what's on the warrant, okay, let me double check.
Okay.
They put it out for Fuller. Is that among the names that you have?
Yeah, that's my married,
Okay.
yeah, this is my married name.
And we've actually got it on here as Riffle, maybe that's because.
That's my maiden name.
And they booked you on it, but the warrant went out under Fuller. Okay, you know what, I'm satisfied I have the right person. You may want to straighten out with the Apache Junction Court what your current legal name is.
Okay.
And just get it sorted out in their court record.
Yeah, on my driver's license or my ID, it says Fuller.
Okay, I got you. All right. You're here on a warrant for your Apache Junction City Court case.
Okay.
Because while you were in custody, I know you were in custody.
Right.
You had a court hearing and you weren't there because you weren't in their custody. So I'm gonna let you go and I'm gonna give you a court date, okay?
Okay.
It's an arraignment hearing December 9 at 8:30 in the morning, which is literally this Tuesday, 5 days from now.
Okay, sweet.
So if you don't get set up fast enough to get out there, you need to get on the phone with them on Monday.
Okay.
Before any warrant issues and ask for a new court date.
Right.
Up to them whether they give it to you. I'm just saying that's a quick turnaround. So be aware, don't miss court.
No. Right.
Yeah, right, okay.
I was wondering if I had a warrant when I was in here. And my mom told me that I got something in the mail.
Okay.
And I told her, I take care of her, and I told her if she could go, but I knew she didn't because she doesn't have her vehicle and she doesn't know, you know, and I'm here going.
I even clicked a box on your paperwork that says defendant was in custody when warrant was issued. You could also take some booking paperwork so that judge and say, please don't hold that one against me. I can prove I was in custody.
Right.
And then just take it up with them. I think you owe them fines and fees or maybe classes or something.
Yeah, I'm on unsupervised probation out there, so.
Don't miss court.
Right.
All right, everything's gonna be on your paperwork. If this was the only last thing holding you, you should now be able to be released, although you may have to trip back to Estrella first. I'm sorry. Talk to these guys after court about whether they have to do that.
Okay.
So if you take your paperwork, you can step
All right, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Mr. Guzman, and then Kyle Williams, please. Hi, sir, can I have your full name and date of birth?
It's Lino Guzman, 10/27/2004.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a new case. It's going to go out of the East Mesa Justice Court. You have been accused of reckless driving, which is a Class 2 misdemeanor. Based on what the police have provided, there is probable cause for that offense. I'm not appointing a lawyer for you, though, because we don't in this type of misdemeanor case. You have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense or to just represent yourself. Your next court date will be an arraignment hearing, Christmas Eve, December 24th at 9 in the morning. Don't miss it.
Oh.
Or call them in advance, see if you could get it moved. I mean, you can always ask, doesn't hurt to ask. But December 24th, 9 in the morning is your arraignment hearing in East Mesa Justice Court. This is a brand new case. They don't list any criminal history for you, so I'm just going to release you on your own recognizance in the hope that you don't like jail and you'll go to court in order for this not to happen.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Everything's on your paperwork. Try to be patient. It still takes hours to be released. Just be patient. You should be out later tonight.
All
Okay?
right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Williams? Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Kyle Wesley Williams, 12/18/1991.
Okay, thank you. You are here on a probation warrant. You're on felony probation here in Maricopa County, and back on November 13th, there was a petition to revoke your probation filed and a warrant was issued for your arrest. That petition alleges that you violated terms 1, 3, and 5. You will get a copy of it from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date will be in the downtown probation court 1 week from today, which is December 11th at 8:30 in the morning. That is a revocation arraignment hearing and possible disposition hearing, and the address will be on your paperwork. I'm just going to affirm the bond set by the probation judge in your case. It is $500 secured. If you post it, be sure to comply with all your written release conditions. That includes calling your PO within 72 hours of release.
Okay.
If you step through that, they'll give you a copy of those conditions. Thank you. All right, Mr. Hugo. Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Jeffrey Hugo, 11/2/92.
All right, thank you. Sir, you are here on a warrant from a different jurisdiction, from the, isn't it Gila? Hang on a second. Let me tell you what it's for. All right, you are here on a warrant from the Gila River Indian Community Tribal Court. And it is a bench warrant for failing to appear for a probation revocation arraignment hearing on May 3rd of 2024. That's the date the warrant was issued as well. And it appears in this case that you're on probation for multiple felonies. So this works differently than an Arizona state warrant. You have extradition rights in this court, and let me stop trying to do it off the top of my head. I'm going to read you the script, okay? So this warrant for your arrest was issued by Gila River. That jurisdiction wants you back on this warrant. Before court, you should have been given a card to review, some paperwork, okay? That's your extradition rights, that laminated card. Did you read that?
Yeah, I just didn't understand it.
Okay, well, maybe I can help you understand it a little, and if you can't, I'll give you another
I had a question though.
Okay, what's your question?
How when I was arrested, there was no probable cause for them to arrest me at all?
I actually don't need to know why or how they came to arrest you, just that you have an outstanding warrant. So if you want to talk, you could talk to a lawyer if you wanted to hire one in this case about whether there was anything wrong with that arrest. But as to whether or not they had probable cause or reasonable suspicion to stop and talk to you, I don't know, sir. It's not currently relevant to the hearing that we're doing today. So you can talk to a lawyer about that if you want to. So this is your probation case from Gila, and it goes back about 18 months, this warrant. So, alrighty. So you can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing. You have the right to have an extradition hearing here in Arizona within 90 days of today in an Arizona state court. But you can choose to waive that and agree to go back to the tribal court's jurisdiction within 30 days, or you can demand your extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governor of the state of Arizona and the appropriate tribal authority before you are sent back to the Gila Indian community's jurisdiction. So if you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and agree to go back to the Gila River Indian community, you'd be held non-bondable in a Maricopa County jail for up to 30 days to allow Gila River time to come and get you. That 30 days would start tomorrow as long as you do not have any criminal charges pending against you anywhere in Arizona State Court. If you do have criminal charges pending against you in Arizona State Court, then that 30-day period would not start until the Arizona State charges are resolved. I don't see any Arizona State charges for you, but I can't see everything that could be in the system. So I do have to warn you that even if you waive extradition and agree to go back to Gila River, if you have an Arizona State criminal charge pending, the 30 days that Gila has to come and get you won't start until the conclusion of your state court case. So if you choose to have your extradition hearing, if you don't want to give up your right to the extradition hearing, you want to have it, then I'm going to set your first court hearing in extradition court for December 15th at 1:30 in the afternoon. That's not going to be your extradition hearing. It'll just be the first one to keep you on track to have the hearing within 90 days. That'll be at the Downtown Superior Court. I cannot appoint an attorney to represent you in this case because extradition matters are civil in nature, but you would have the right to hire a lawyer.
I'll just waive my rights, so 30 days, 30-day one.
Okay, let me get to the end because I do have to explain the rights, and then I'm going to have to ask you some formal questions to make sure you understand them. So I know it's a little bit formal, but I can't take your waiver unless we do it correctly.
Crazy because they give you guys 24 hours and they give them that. That's crazy.
Well, it's because it's technically another jurisdiction. Alrighty. Number 3, you are entitled, you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense. You are entitled to bail. No, you're not. I apologize.
No, I don't have a
because
bond.
it's probation. They did issue this with a bond on it, but the Uniform Extradition Act, that is part of Arizona's law, prohibits the granting of bail when it is a probation or parole case.
Right.
So, you would not be entitled to bail because it's for a probation violation. And if you did not waive extradition, then a governor's warrant signed by the governor of Arizona and the appropriate tribal authority is required to be presented here in Arizona before they can extradite you to the Gila River Indian community. So, I understand that you may want to sign the waiver of extradition. Do you still want to do that? Because I need to ask you some formal questions if you do. Do you want to do that, sir?
What does that mean to
That means you give up those rights I just went over, which is the right to the extradition hearing within 90 days, the governor's warrant, and,
So what does that mean?
to hire a lawyer.
The 90 days, I have to stay in here for 90 days?
If it takes that long, if you don't waive extradition, they have to work on that formal paperwork. It's called the governor's warrant. They need Katie Hobbs' signature, the governor of Arizona, and I'm not sure who the appropriate tribal authority is, but whatever the equivalent authority is for the Gila River Indian community, they need this very formal paperwork signed, and it can take a while to get it, and that's why they get 90 days. That's if you don't agree to go back. I have to hold you no bond either way, but they'll start working on that governor's warrant. You can hire a lawyer if you want to represent you, and then within 90 days, they have to give you an extradition hearing, or you're entitled to be released. But the warrant stays active in the national system, and you could actually be re-arrested on the same warrant if you don't do something about it in the Gila River court. That's if you do not waive extradition. If you want to bypass all of that and just agree to go back, that's what we call waiving. And then you'll be held no bond for up to 30 days. They cannot extend it. It is 30 days. If Gila River doesn't come get you within 30 days, you're entitled to be released, but the warrant stays active in the national system.
But last time I was arrested, they kept me longer than 30 days.
Well, I'm not sure what happened then or why. There's literally nothing I can do to comment on that. Sorry.
I'll just do the 30 days.
Okay, let me ask you some formal questions because we're recording this. I have to make a record that you understand the rights you have, and then at the end I will ask, do you want to give them up? So be patient, okay? You told me you read the extradition paperwork, right? You read it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that you do not have to sign the waiver paperwork? You don't have to do it.
Yes.
Yes? Sorry.
Yeah, I do understand.
Okay. I was talking over you. I apologize. Do you understand that you do have the right to have an extradition hearing here in state court on this warrant?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense for this extradition case?
Yes.
And do you understand that you have the right to insist that that governor's warrant be signed by the governor of Arizona and the tribal authority before you are returned to Gila River Indian community?
Yes.
All right. Understanding all those rights, do you want to give them up and sign the waiver paperwork?
Yes.
All right. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No, just the 30 days. We release in 30 days if they don't get me.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. But so you said nobody threatened you or promised you anything special to get you to sign?
No, just that I'll be released in 30 days. That's it.
Okay. All right. And that is legally accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours?
No.
All right. Then I find that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are signing the waiver paperwork. My orders will direct our sheriff's office to notify Gila River Indian community that you are ready to return. Gila River will have 30 calendar days starting tomorrow to come and get you.
I thought it was today.
Today is the 4th. And I have to say this, if you have any Arizona state court charges that pop up during that 30 days, Gila River's 30-day clock will begin at the end of your Arizona case. I have to say that just in case you have an Arizona state case.
So what do you mean Arizona state case?
So say you have a criminal speeding ticket and the court date is next week. You're not going to be there because I'm about to hold you no bond. You'll catch a warrant. That'll make its way over to the sheriff's office and they'll say, this guy missed a court date in a misdemeanor case. The clock stops for Gila River. Our sheriffs take you back and forth for the criminal speeding case, and then they'll notify Gila, okay, your 30 days started again. And it starts over at day 1 every time. So I tell people that.
But I have court on the Mesa.
You do?
Yeah,
when?
on the 6th.
Of December?
Yeah.
You're not going to be there. You're going to catch a warrant. Because I have to hold you no bond no matter what you decide because this is a probation
And I
warrant.
have court in Phoenix. I'm here with on the 16th or something.
So you do have local charges?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want, you don't have to wait. I'll leave you with your rights, and I'll give you your court date in extradition court. You'll go on the 15th, which is the day before your court date on the 16th.
Okay.
You can talk to There's a public defender generally assigned there. I can't appoint her to your
Okay.
case, but she can give you advice.
Okay.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, I'll
if
do
you
that.
still want to go ahead with the waiver, I can
No,
take.
I want to do my.
All right, let's have you keep your rights.
All right.
And I'm just going to sign this up. And you can talk to them, and then by then, I have to hold you no bond, unfortunately. So I think you are going to pick up a warrant in Mesa on Friday, but hopefully it will have hit the system, and then you'll be brought here to be told you have a Mesa warrant. Is it Mesa City?
Yeah.
It may end up as a jail hold. So talk to the public defender at extradition court on the 15th. It's the 15th at 1:30. You are held without bail. Maybe she'll have some input for a best way to handle that. Yeah, talk to her about that, okay? All right, everything's gonna be on your paperwork. We do print up a copy of the rights for you that you can take with you. But you did not waive your rights. You have all of them. And you're going to court again December 15th at 1:30 for this Gila River case.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. I'm not sure. It's a little weird.
So the deposition is non-bondable, right?
It's non-bondable? What did you say first?
Non-bondable?
Yes, correct. Is this gentleman saying no bond? It should say no bond. Right, okay.
All right.
All righty, thank you. No house calls, right? Well then, we shall stand in recess until 5 p.m. this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. May be seated. All right, good afternoon. This is the 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar for December 4th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Persons appearing before this court are reminded that they have the right to remain silent and that anything they say could be used against them. Most of you have qualified for a court-appointed attorney. If you have not qualified for a court-appointed attorney, or even if you have, you may retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I will be calling you up individually. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium. At the conclusion of your matter, officers will have paperwork for you. That paperwork will contain my complete orders in your case. It will also detail the dates, times, and locations of your future hearings. All right, I now need to read a victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. All right. Jacqueline, did that attorney connect yet? All right. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this afternoon with Anthony Renard. All right. Mr. Renard, go ahead, state your name.
I'm Anthony Renard.
And Mr. Renard, what is your date of birth?
9/8/85.
Thank you. All right, so are you feeling okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. All right. All right, and on behalf of Mr. Renard this evening?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Eileen Laux on behalf of Mr. Renard on both matters.
Thank you, and on behalf of the state?
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Gautam, on behalf of the state.
All right. All right, and Mr. Renard, did you tell me your date of birth was 9/8/1985?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
All right, you are here on two matters this evening. We're going to go ahead, we'll talk about your failure to appear case, and then you are also here, actually they're both failure to appear cases. So we'll go one by one. You are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2023-129936. In that matter, I am not appointing you an attorney because if you were eligible to have one appointed for you, you should already have been appointed attorney, but more importantly, because Ms. Lau has submitted her notice of appearance in this matter. All right, I am setting a hearing on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. And this is in the 23 case. In the 23 case, and Ms. Lau and Ms. Gaunt, as you may be aware, the failure to appear arrest warrant does recommend a bond amount in the amount of $1 million. Ms. Gaunt, I'm going to go ahead and start with you. In these cases, especially with bonds this size, hold on. They don't put all right, Ms. Gaunt and Ms. Lau, in these cases, especially with bonds these size, my inclination is always to go ahead and affirm the bond. But I will, of course, go ahead and hear, I'm going to start by hearing argument from the state, and then I'll move on to hearing argument from Ms. Lau. I will note, before we get into this one, and I know we're not talking about the 24 case yet, but it's next, right? In the 24 case, based upon the court documents in that case, Mr. Runard's appearance was secured by a writ. In that case, I'm imagining that's also kind of how he got here on this case as well. Because his attendance was secured through a writ in that case, I am intending to hold him non-bondable in that case. I just wanted to, because it's a writ and it's from a federal facility is my rationale there. But I wanted to make folks aware of that going in while we're talking about the 23 case. So, Ms. Gaunt, again, I'm sorry I got off on a little bit of a tangent. I apologize. But would you like to be heard on the 23 case?
Yes, Your Honor. We would ask that the court simply affirm the $1 million bond in that warrant. When Mr. Runard was initially arrested and appeared before this court on those charges, I believe his original bond amount was $2 million. His counsel filed a motion to modify release conditions because there was a change in circumstance. He was originally arrested not only on the charges from the 23 case, but also the murder charge in the 24 case. And so because that indictment had not come down yet, the court did decrease the bond amount to $1 million, given that that was the initial amount and that court heard more evidence and more factual information than this court has regarding the underlying offenses. We still believe that bond is appropriate. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Lau?
Yes, Your Honor, that's all correct. I did file a motion a while ago when he was initially taken into custody back in 2023. The second case was pending. That's what was kind of taken in consideration. We got it back down to $1 million. So I don't have an objection to just reaffirming the bond as it was before. And I do want to be clear here. Mr. Runard has never gotten out of county custody. He was arrested in 2023. The feds came and picked him up. And then for some reason, we don't know why, the assigned prosecutor and I have discussed this, the sheriff's office like basically relinquished custody for some, we weren't sure why. So that's why the warrant is in place, is because there was no other way that we could get him back here.
Okay. All right. Well, I do appreciate the information. I am going to go ahead in this 23 case and affirm that $1 million secured appearance bond in this case. And again, I am setting a hearing on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the 24 case now. All right, in the 24 case, the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a second warrant for Mr. Renard based upon his failure to appear in the case CR 2024-006586. In that matter, and again, based upon, at least partially upon Ms. Lux's notice of appearance, I am not appointing Mr. Renard an attorney this afternoon because, again, Ms. Lux is filed her notice of appearance. I am setting a hearing on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In this matter, as counsel is probably aware, the Maricopa County Superior Court, in their warrant, did recommend $1 million cash-only appearance bond in this 24 matter. However, as I review the court documentation in this 24 matter, Mr. Renard's appearance was secured through a writ of habeas corpus, and so he remains in the primary custody of the U.S. Marshal Service and that must therefore be held without bail in order to be returned to federal custody. As a result, that is my inclination in this case, but I will, of course, hear arguments starting with Ms. Gaunt, and then we'll hear from Ms. Lux.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state has no objection to the court proceeding that way.
Okay. Ms. Lux?
Your Honor, and it's my preference, just from the defense position, that we reaffirm the old bond. The old bond was also $1 million. So basically, in total, it was $2 million. And I think that the reason that the writ was filed was, again, because there was a relinquishment kind of custody. We have no idea how or why that happened, because typically there's a hold placed, and the hold was never placed for some reason. So the assigned prosecutor and I work together. And again, the only way to get him back from federal custody for a pending Superior Court case is the issuance of the warrant. Then there was another writ filed, I think it was filed by the state, to try to get him back here as quickly as possible. That ended up not working because the federal case was still pending. He's been sentenced on that federal case, my understanding, as he's back here now. So I would prefer, I don't think non-bondability is necessary. And I think the old warrant that was there before can just replace what the release conditions were on the 2024 matter. Thank you.
Okay. So, while I appreciate that argument, Ms. Lux, based upon what I'm looking at, I do believe that based upon that writ, it is appropriate for me to hold him non-bondable in this 24 case, and so that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. You will have an opportunity, of course, to see the judge next on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. All right, is there anything further from the state, Ms. Gaunt?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further from you, Ms. Lux? Sorry.
Your Honor, I don't know if you can tell this, but is that in front of Judge Drake on the 11th?
We probably will be able to tell you that. Give me just a second.
Okay.
That is correct.
Perfect.
It is in
okay,
front
just
of
wanted
Judge.
to make sure that I go to the right place. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Renard. If you want to go ahead, step to the left. We should have paperwork for you. And we will also send it to counsel, Ms. Lowe.
Thank you.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, thank you for appearing, Ms. Knott. All right, Bo Dawson, please, and then Christian Baiza.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Go ahead and state your name.
Daniel Dawson,
And Mr. Dawson, what is your date of birth?
5/18 of 91.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here on 3 matters this evening. We're going to go ahead and start with your pending cases, and we'll talk about your new charges.
Okay.
All right, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your failure to appear in your cases CR 2025-136-394 and CR 128696. In both of those matters, I am not appointing you an attorney this evening because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you.
Yes,
You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you.
I do have one currently.
Okay, good.
He was appointed by you guys last time I went to court.
Okay, that would.
If I may tell you, I was in treatment during that court date, so I wasn't able to come. And I did email him and tell him about that. He was supposed to put in a motion for me.
Okay.
So.
In your matter, I am setting hearings in both matters, I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 and December 12th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court.
Yes, ma'am.
In your case ending 6394, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500.
Any way I could get that reduced?
Well,
I'm sorry.
we'll wait. Let's wait to the end because we still need to talk about your new charges. All right.
Yes.
All right. In your case ending 8696, I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. Now, you are also here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6
I took charges
felony.
for my fiance, like a dummy.
All right. So I did find probable cause for both of those. On your new charges, I am appointing you an attorney. In your new charges, I am setting 3 hearings, the first on December 10th at 8:30, the next one on December 11th at 1:30 p.m., and the one after that on December 12th at 8:30. All of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Because you were on release in both of your 25 cases, those are the ones we just talked about, on the date of offense for your new charges, I am holding you non-bondable on your new charges. All right, go ahead, step to left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Christian Baeza, please, and then Brandon Wilson. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Christian Azola Baeza,
And Mr. Baeza, what is your date of birth?
September 20, 2006.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested on charges of armed robbery with a deadly weapon, a Class 2 felony. I did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on December 10th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $35,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you're not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're not to have any contact with any co-defendant. You're not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. All right, go ahead, step to left. Officer has your paperwork for you. Brandon Wilson, please, and then Devontae Nunn. Good afternoon, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Brandon Aaron Wilson,
And Mr. Wilson, what is your date of birth?
August 18th, 1979.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here on 2 matters. We're going to go ahead and talk about your newer charges first, and we'll talk about your probation case. All right, you are here because Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest in a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about October 29th of 2024, you committed the offense of aggravated DUI, a Class 4 felony. There are 2 counts of that. In addition, there is 1 count of possession or use of dangerous drugs, also a Class 4 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 10th at 8:30 and December 12th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain release conditions, including alcohol and drug monitoring, as well as not possessing any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription. Now, you are also on probation in your case, CR 2023-155377. In that matter, your new charges in the direct complaint matter would constitute an alleged Term 1 violation. In the probation matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your probation case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. In the event you are able to post both your bonds in both cases and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Does it matter that I've been in prison since the beginning of the year, since January?
So no, because you are, the bulk of the $10,000 cash only is on the direct complaint matter. Right. So this is the first time that you may be hearing about these charges, and the first time you're being charged with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm sorry, I wasn't. I'm referring to my probation because the probation office didn't know that I was in prison for the last year.
They may have, but the probation violation is a Term 1 violation, so that's the first term in your probation, which says that you have to obey all criminal laws.
Right.
So the allegations in the direct complaint about the DUI and the dangerous drugs would constitute an alleged Term 1 violation. There is a $50 secured appearance bond in the probation case.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, step to left. Officers have your paperwork. All right, Devontae Nunn, please, and then Joshua Bradley. All right, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Devontae Nunn.
Mr. Nunn, what is your date of birth?
June 28th, 1994.
Thank you. All right, sir. You are here this evening because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest. Based upon allegations that on or about August 19th of 21 through May 5th of 2022, you committed the following offenses: fraudulent schemes and artifices, a Class 2 felony, theft, a Class 3 felony, and conspiracy, a Class 2 felony. In addition, it is alleged that on or about May 5th of 2022, you committed the offenses of organized retail theft, 2 counts of that, both Class 4 felonies. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in that grand jury matter in the amount of $10,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you do need to make sure you go to those hearings and you remain in Arizona. Okay?
2 things, Your Honor.
Yes.
One, is that 10,000, 10%?
It is a secured appearance bond, yes, sir.
And then is there any way that I could possibly get at a later date so that I can have time to obtain counsel of my own?
So I guess let me amend my first answer. I am setting your $10,000 bond as a secured appearance bond. That means you can work with a bond company to get that set. Most of them charge about 10%, but that's between you and the bond company, and it will vary depending on the bond company, and it will vary depending on your individual circumstances, okay?
Okay.
All right. No, I can't change these dates. So right now, your next court date is December 11th at 8:30.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good. Thank you.
All right, go ahead, step left. Joshua Bradley, please, and then Cindy Watson.
I'm sorry, who's next, owner?
Joshua Bradley and then Cindy Watson.
Joshua Bradley. Bradley's the house for your honor.
Okay, then Cindy Watson, please. And then Jesus Vielma, please, after Ms. Watson. All right, Ms. Watson, go ahead, state your name.
Cindy Watson.
And Ms. Watson, what is your date of birth?
2966.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probations in your cases CR 2020-126-281 and CR 2022-132144. In both of those cases, I am appointing you an attorney, and in both of those cases, I am setting a hearing on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 2020 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. In your 22 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. All right, Jesus Yelma, please, and then Michael Lowery. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Jesus Antonio Vialma, May 20th, 1990.
All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2021-138468. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, all right?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork.
Judge, is there any way we can lower that bond? Because I just started a job and everything. I'm trying to keep that job. It's been a whole year since I've had a job. And it's hard to find a job with the felony, and I probably found one with the landscape company.
Based upon the allegations as set forth in your petition to revoke your probation, I do believe a bond of that size is appropriate.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
Michael Lowery, please, and then Larry Barnell. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Michael Lowry,
And Mr. Lowery, what is your date of birth?
08/15/1994.
Thank you. All right, sir. The Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2025-130369. In that matter, I am not appointing you an attorney this evening because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 and December 12th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you do need to go to your hearing. All right? All right, go ahead, step to the left. Larry Barnell, please. And then Anthony Ulate. All right, Mr. Barnell, go ahead, state your name.
Larry Barnell,
And Mr. Barnell, what is your date of birth?
11/03/1984.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here on two matters this afternoon. We're going to go ahead and talk about your new charges first, and we'll talk about your probation case, okay? All right, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, that's a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. In your new case, I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 and December 12th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your new matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. Now, you are also here because Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2024-110618. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your probation matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on intensive probation services, so you do need to contact your probation officer within 24 hours, okay? All right, go ahead, step to left. Officers have your paperwork for you. All right, Anthony Ulate, please, and then Brett Hall. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Anthony Ulate,
And Mr. Ulate, what is your date of birth?
January 15, 1978.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and false reporting to law enforcement, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on December 10th at 8:30 and December 12th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, on your new charges, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you do need to go to those hearings, and you do need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Okay. All right, go ahead, step to left. Officer has your paperwork.
Thank you.
All right, Brett Hall, please, and then James Sherman. All right, Mr. Hall, go ahead, state your name.
Brett Lee Hall,
And Mr. Hall, what is your date of birth?
8/27/82.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation, in your case, CR 2023-001611. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in this case in the amount of $400. However, based upon my review of the information in your matter, you are in DOC custody on a different case. So even if you were to post the bond in this case,
Right.
you would remain in DOC custody.
Right.
All right, I like to let people know. All right, go ahead, step to left.
Thank you.
James Sherman, please, and then Alejandro Navarro. All right, Mr. Sherman, go ahead, state your name.
James Sherman,
And Mr. Sherman, what is your date of birth?
9/18/91.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation, in your case, CR 2024-000373. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in that matter in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you do need to go to that hearing on December 11th, and you also need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. All right, officer has your paperwork. Alejandro Navarro, please, and then Brian Hopkins. All right, Mr. Navarro, go ahead, state your name.
Alejandro Navarro,
And Mr. Navarro, what is your date of birth?
August 23rd of 93.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation, in your case, CR 2021-030454. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am also, give me just a second. Hold on, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We are going to need to reprint this, Jacqueline. All right. All right, I am also setting a secured appearance bond in this matter in the amount of $100. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, all right?
Thank you.
Go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paper. Oh, we needed to reprint that. All right, Brian Hopkins and then Cameron Davis, please.
Hold on to that. Hold on to your
All right, Mr. Hopkins, go ahead, state your name.
Brian Hopkins,
And Mr. Hopkins, what is your date of birth?
8/24/1973.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest in a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about June 18th, 2025, you committed the offense of unlawful discharge of a firearm, a Class 6 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 18th at 8:30 and December 22nd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Excuse me, ma'am?
Will you go to those hearings?
Yes, I will, ma'am.
Okay, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this afternoon on your own recognizance.
Thank you.
I am requiring that you register with pretrial services. Pretrial services will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearing dates, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, step to left. Officers have your paperwork for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Cameron Davis, please, and then Ezekiel Solaiza. All right, Mr. Davis, go ahead, state your name.
Cameron Davis,
And Mr. Davis, what is your date of birth?
January 5th, 2001.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on December 18th at 8:30 and December 22nd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Then based upon your promise to appear, I am releasing you on your own recognizance. You are subject to I am requiring that you register with pretrial supervision. Pretrial supervision will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearing dates. I'm also requiring that you not have any contact with the alleged victim. You're not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. You're going to need to obey the terms of any order of protection that has been issued or may be issued. You may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. If you presently reside with any alleged victim, you must find an alternative residence. Can arrange for one civil standby to collect any essential belongings. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, step to left. Officer has your paperwork. All right, Ezekiel Solaiza? Solaiza? Yeah. Sorry about that. And then Ashley Garcia.
Hello.
Hi. So it's Solaiza?
Solaiza.
Oh, okay. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Ezekiel Solaiza.
And Mr. Solaiza, what is your date of birth?
07/26/1990.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and theft, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney. So I'm not appointing an attorney for you this afternoon. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on December 18th at 8:30 and December 22nd at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
Okay, then based upon your promise to appear, I am releasing you on your own recognizance this evening. I am requiring that you register with pretrial supervision. Pretrial supervision will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearing dates.
Okay.
All right. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. Importantly, you may come and go from your own apartment if you're still permitted to do so by management, but you are not to linger or loiter in any common areas of the apartment complex, including patios, hallways, stairwells, parking lots, laundry rooms, or recreational facilities. All right? Go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork for you. All right, Ashley Garcia and then Justin Trombino. All right, Ms. Garcia, go ahead, state your name.
Ashley Garcia.
And Ms. Garcia, what is your date of birth?
11/20/1996.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the Apache Junction Municipal Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in their matter involving a DUI. Based upon the nature of those charges or the procedural posture of that case, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you at this point. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on December 9th at 8:30 in the Apache Junction Municipal Court. Will you go to that? Will you go to that, ma'am?
I did not have transportation to get to, I mean, I would otherwise if I contacted my mother or the person. If I contacted my mother or someone else, but it's too far for the bus, so not of my own. Like I can appear and I will appear, is what you're asking me. But what I'm telling you is it can be interceded by someone else. So my ability to appear, the question you asked me is not one I'm able to answer. And the choice was just to stay silent, which I've been trying to do the entire time. And I'm sorry that I'm in the courtroom today.
Okay. All right, so a couple things, ma'am. All right, first of all, I believe this appearance may be virtual. I'm not sure. Can you guys have the officers, do you have the paperwork?
For Ashley?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Garcia, does it say virtual or is it in person? It is in person. It is in person. All right, it does appear that it is an in-person hearing. So, here's where we're at. This is our fork in the road, Ms. Garcia. If you tell me, if you promise to appear, then I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. If you tell me I'm not going to promise to appear, then I will put a bond on you in this case. So,
promise to appear.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this afternoon on your own recognizance. Go ahead, step to the left, officers, have your paperwork for you. All right, Justin Trombino, please.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Justin Trombino,
And Mr. Trombino, what is your date of birth?
11/14/93.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney.
Okay.
I am setting hearings on December 18th at 8:30 and December 22nd at 8:30. Both of those are in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes, ma'am.
And based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance.
Thank you.
You do need to go to those hearings. If you
Yes, ma'am.
don't, a warrant may issue for your arrest, okay?
Hell yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, go ahead, step to the left, officers, have your paperwork. All right, and then we need to clear before the next one.
For the next two?
Officers, we have 3 marked as house calls. We have 5, 13, and 11. Was there only 2 or?
We only had 2 house calls, 5 and 11.
All right,
So Jones is.
sir in the orange shirt, what's your name?
Jones is not a household, no.
You're Mr. Jones? Oh, okay, well, let's go ahead and call Mr. Jones up. Thank you. All right, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Devon Jones,
And Mr. Jones, what is your date of birth?
3/25/96.
Thank you. All right, sir. So you are here on 3 matters this afternoon, and we are going to go in chronological order. All right, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2023-136150. And also that you violated your probation in your case CR 2024-006956, and then a final warrant, again, based upon allegations that you violated your probation. This one in CR 2025-133053. In all of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney. And in all of those matters, I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 23 matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In your 24 matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. Finally, in your 25 matter, in that matter, I am holding you non-bondable because according to my review of your information, you are primarily in federal custody, and so your appearance here was secured through a writ. Because your appearance was secured through a writ, we are obligated to return you to the U.S. Marshals Service at the conclusion of the Arizona case. So I am holding you non-bondable in the 25 case.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. All right. And we needed to clear before Mr. Stoll. All right, Mr. Stoll.
Yes.
All right, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Yes, Your Honor. Kenneth Stoll.
And Mr. Stoll, what is your date of birth?
1169.
Thank you, sir. All right, you are here because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that on or about August 1st of 24 through August 31st of 24, you committed the offenses of unlawful distribution of images, a Class 4 felony, and harassment, domestic violence, a Class 1 misdemeanor. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Pursuant to that grand jury arrest warrant, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain release conditions, including electronic monitoring. You are not to have any contact with any alleged victim. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
All right, that brings us to our house calls. Our first house call is Joshua Bradley. Mr. Bradley's date of birth is December 21st of 1989. Mr. Bradley is before the court this afternoon because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for his arrest in a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about February 8th of 2025, he possessed or used dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and on or about that same date, he possessed or used drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. In that matter, I am appointing him an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 and December 12th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In that matter, I am setting a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. All right, our next house call is Juan Cuevas. Yes, well, I guess we only had 2 house calls, sorry. I can't count to two. All right, our next house call is Juan Cuevas. Mr. Cuevas's date of birth is September 25th of 1999. In that matter, Mr. Cuevas was arrested on charges of armed robbery with a deadly weapon, a Class 2 felony, and aggravated assault, a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing him an attorney. I am setting hearings on December 10th at 8:30 and December 12th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In his matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $75,000. All right, if anything changes after I speak to the house calls in jail, I will update my written orders. And with that, that brings us to the end of our 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar, and we are going to stand adjourned until 8, and we are off the record.
Red sweater. Remove your hoodie, sir. All the way up.
Here for Korea.
I'm sorry, for who? Quevedo.
Korea.
It's Quevedo. All right.
Good evening. You may be seated. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, for the number 28, correct? All right, good evening. My name is Commissioner Elizabeth Campbell, and this is the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar for December 4th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Persons appearing before this court are reminded that they have the right to remain silent and that anything they say could be used against them. Most of you have qualified for a court-appointed attorney. If you have not qualified for a court-appointed attorney, or even if you have, you may retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I will be calling you up individually. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium. At the conclusion of your matter, officers will have paperwork for you. That paperwork will contain my complete orders in your case. It will also contain the dates, times, and locations of your future hearings. All right, I now need to read a victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this evening with Michael Lamori, and then Giovanni Corzo.
Giovanni, go here.
All right, sir, go ahead and state your name.
Michael Brandon Lamory, 41587.
All right, sir. You are here because you were arrested on charges of 2 counts of burglary in the 3rd degree, unlawful entry. Both of those are class 4 felonies. I am appointing you, I did find probable cause for those. I am appointing you an attorney. All right. At this point, we do have victims who wanted to speak on this case, and I would give them, if they still desire to do that, this is their opportunity. I will say that I have, in addition to reviewing the Form 4 in this matter, I have reviewed the victim statements that were submitted.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to read my statement.
Please.
This gentleman has invaded our space without regard to ours and others' property and the value of the memories of our family members who are deceased. My parents worked hard to buy and own those items. Some of them are priceless, most are irreplaceable. I am thankful that you did not take my father's United States flag. We don't feel safe. We are grieving our losses and your lack of respect for others' belongings and total disregard for the law. Our family is dealing with a substantial injury to a family member who needs our care. I spent 4 hours last night there going through this with the police while my family member was home in pain. I actually have someone fill in for me tonight so I could be here to make the statement. The severity of this crime, breaching security at a secure facility for the other victim as well, included stolen weapons. For what use? It concerns me as a citizen for the safety of our community. I do not know your full criminal history at this point, but it is concerning to me as a citizen. I'm also a mother and a grandmother, and I am a follower of Jesus Christ. And I will work to forgive you, and I will pray for you. Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the time you took to come and be present here and give your statement tonight. All right. Is there anybody else with you that would like to give a statement this evening?
My son is here. Would you like to give a statement? He does not want to give a statement at this time.
Okay. All right. All right, I am going to go ahead and set 3 hearings in your case. The first is December 10th at 8:30. The next one is on December 11th at 1:30 p.m. The next one is on December 12th at 8:30. All of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Because you were on release in your case CR 2025-121192 on the date of offense for these new charges, I am holding you non-bondable this evening. Go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, Giovanni Corzo, please, and then Bobby McNair. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Giovanni Corso,
Mr. Corzo, what is your date of birth?
1/4/91.
Thank you. All right, sir. You are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based on allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2020-001298. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Pursuant to that probation violation arrest warrant, I am holding you non-bondable in this matter pursuant to Rule 7.2C. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. Bobby McNair, please. All right, Mr. McNair, go ahead, state your name.
Bobby McNair,
All right, Mr. McNair, what is your date of birth?
January 27, 1981.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you're here on 2 matters. We're going to go ahead and talk about your failure to appear matter first, and then we're going to move on and talk about your probation violation matter. All right, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest for your failure to appear in your matter CR 2024-115740. In that matter, I am not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on December 10th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a cash-only appearance bond in this matter in the amount of $5,000. Now, you are also here because you are currently on probation in your case CR 2023-151923. In that matter, the Maricopa County Superior Court has issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in that case. In that probation violation matter, I am appointing 923. In that matter, the Maricopa County Superior Court has issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in that case. In that probation violation matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Pursuant to that probation violation arrest warrant, I am holding you non-bondable on the probation violation matter pursuant to Rule 7.2C. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. Ricky Hernandez, please, and then Jonathan Orth. All right, Mr. Hernandez, go ahead, state your name.
Ricky Hernandez,
And Mr. Hernandez, what is your date of birth?
8/11/1994.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that on or about May 24th of 2025, you committed the offense of burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 4 felony, that on or about the date of May 26, 2025, you committed another count of burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 4 felony, that on or about June 1st of 2025, you committed the offense of burglary in the 3rd degree, a Class 4 felony, that on or about June 1st of 2025, you committed the offense of trafficking in stolen property, a Class 2 felony. On or about June 14th of 2025, you committed the offense of burglary in the 3rd degree, Class 4 felony, That on or about the date of June 14th of 2025, you committed the offense of trafficking in stolen property, Class 2 felony. That on or about June 15th of 2025, you committed the offense of burglary in the 3rd degree, a Class 4 felony. And finally, that on or about June 15th of 2025, you committed the offense of trafficking in stolen property, a Class 2 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In this grand jury matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000. Go ahead, step to left, officer has your paperwork. Jonathan Orth, please. And then Latasha Loy.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Jonathan Michael Orth,
And Mr. Orth, what is your date of birth?
April 23rd, 1990.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here on 3 matters. We're going to go ahead and talk about your new charges first, and then we will talk about your probation cases. All right, you are here because you were arrested on charges of 1 count of shoplifting concealment, a Class 6 felony, and 2 counts of shoplifting removal of goods, both Class 6 felonies as well. I did find probable cause for all of those. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney. So I'm not appointing an attorney for you this evening. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on December 10th at 8:30 and December 12th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $5,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're also not to have any contact with any co-defendant, which in this case is Latasha Loy. All right, now you are also currently on probation in your cases CR 2020-106-740 and CR 2020-146-906. In both of those cases, your new charges would constitute an alleged Term 1 violation of each of those probation cases. In each of the probation cases, again, based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I'm finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney. So I'm not appointing you an attorney in those 2 probation violation matters. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. In those 2 probation matters, I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your probation case, your 2020 probation case ending 6740, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In your 2020 probation case ending 6906, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I'm reminding you, you need to go to your hearings and you need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to left, officer has your paperwork.
Okay.
All right, Latasha Loy, please, and then Mark Forrester. All right, Ms. Loy, go ahead, state your name.
Latasha Loy.
And Ms. Loy, what is your date of birth?
7/25/1990.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because you were arrested on 2 counts of shoplifting removal of goods, both Class 6 felonies, and 2 counts of shoplifting concealment, both Class 6 felonies. Did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on December 10th at 8:30 and December 12th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're also not to have any contact with any co-defendant. In this case, your co-defendant is Jonathan Orth. All right, go ahead, step to left. Officer has your paperwork for you. Mark Forrester, please.
Good morning, or afternoon.
It's kind of evening at this point, but thank you, I appreciate the sentiment. Okay, go ahead, state your name, sir.
Mark Forrester,
And Mr. Forrester, what is your date of birth?
1/2/57.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest based on allegations that on or about August 6th of 2024, you committed the offenses of aggravated assault, Class 5 felony, and a second count of aggravated assault, Class 5 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $3,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would need to go to those hearings on, or that hearing on December 11th. Now, I have a note in my system that you were picked up at DOC Lewis. Is that correct? Okay.
This morning.
Okay. So if you are in custody on another matter in addition to this grand jury matter, then even if you were to post the $3,000 bond in this case, you would still remain in custody on your other matter.
I'm sorry, the last part?
You would still remain in custody on your other matter?
I was released.
Okay. All right. So then this may be the only thing holding you. This might be your only matter for which you are in custody.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
On the falsified state-written instruments submitted by the COs, I didn't hit anybody. I was in my wheelchair.
Okay.
And they assaulted me and attacked me.
Okay. And
sent me to the hospital.
And so you sounds like, defenses that you may want to, possible defenses that you may want to discuss with your attorney, and I have appointed you an attorney in this matter. All right?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. All right, Mark Handrahan, and then Nichirian Langston. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Mark Handrahan,
And Mr. Handrahan, what is your date of birth?
5/23/60.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based on allegations that you violated your probation. In your case, CR 2022-001891. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I'm reminding you, you need to go to your hearings. You also need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I've been in court all my life. I've always been OR'd. I can't get OR'd here?
No, sir.
Okay.
So the warrant for your arrest recommended a $2,500 bond, which I've affirmed tonight. It looks like from your petition to revoke your probation that you are on probation for a serious offense.
Yes.
And that you've not been submitting to, or allegedly not been submitting to drug testing as required, and counseling, again, allegedly not participating in counseling as required, consuming alcohol, allegedly consuming alcohol, and not appropriately abiding by curfew. As a result, I do believe that $2,500 bond is appropriate in this case, and I did affirm it. Go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. All right, Nichirian Langston, please, and then Summer Weigel. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Nichirian Langston,
All right, Mr. Langston, what is your date of birth?
1/28/86.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because the Navajo County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest. Just a second. For failure to appear in their matter. In that matter, if a attorney has, and this is the Navajo County case, CR 2025-00565. In that matter, if an attorney has not already been appointed for you, one may be appointed for you at your next hearing, which will be in Navajo County Superior Court on December 10th at 8:30 in the morning. In this matter, and pursuant to that Navajo County arrest warrant, I am setting a $2,500 secured appearance bond.
Okay.
All right, if you're able to post that bond, you do need to go to that hearing. If you don't, another warrant may issue.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to left.
Just being held, so they come get me, basically?
You will be transported, yeah, they'll come and get you.
All right.
Summer Weigel, please, and then Heather Sims.
Hi,
Hi. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Summer Weigel,
And Ms. Weigel, what is your date of birth?
9/21/1994.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that on or about May 31st, 2025, you committed the offenses of possession or use of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession or use of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings or a hearing on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. Now, the note in your matter is that you are currently in DOC custody on a different case. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So I just like to let people know in the situation that even if you were to post the bond in this particular matter, in this grand jury matter, you would still remain in custody on your other matter.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. Step to left. Officer has your paperwork. Heather Sims, please. And then Jahara Mejia. All right, Ms. Sims, go ahead, state your name.
Heather Ann Sims,
And Ms. Sims, what is your date of birth?
2/18/81.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your case, CR 2023-000290.
My mom died.
Okay.
And
In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney this evening because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on December 10th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. And ma'am, I did hear what you said about your mother passing. However, this warrant is dated May 9th of 2024. So there has been an entire year and then some between this warrant being issued and you being arrested here.
I've also been on kidney dialysis.
Okay. All right. And all things that you can take up with the court and
I was
with
supposed to start the diversion program right when that happened.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to start dialysis again this Tuesday.
I do see that the prosecution was suspended in your case, but again, that was back in 23. So based upon the court records in front of me, it does appear that you haven't been, for purposes of court, showing up and doing the things that you need to do. As a result, I do believe that a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500 is appropriate, and that's what I'm going to set this evening. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you need to go to your hearing or another warrant may issue.
Yes,
okay. All right, go ahead, step to left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Jahara Mejia, please, and then Joshua Badillo. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Yahira Mejia, 10495.
All right, and you are here on two matters. Give me just a second. Okay. All right, you're here because you are in custody on another matter, and so page 2 were filed in your cases. In your probation cases, CR 2024-003458 and CR 2024-100268. The information in those page 2s alleges that you violated terms 1, 7, and 15 of your probation. In each of those 24 probation cases, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Wait, hold on just a second. All right. In each of those probation cases, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of trying it again. All right, in your 24 case ending 3458, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In your 24 case ending 0268, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $350. In the event you are able to post those bonds and secure your release, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. However, if you are in custody on other matters, and I'm making that assumption based upon your orange top and the bracelet you're wearing. Even if you were to post your bonds in these two matters, you would still remain in custody on your other matter. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. Joshua Badillo, please, and then Eric Yazzie. All right, sir, go ahead and state your name.
Joshua Badillo,
Mr. Medillo, what is your date of birth?
11/18/93.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening on 3 matters. You are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probations in your cases CR 2020-124-845, CR 2024-128594, and CR 2020-125887. In each of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and in each of those matters, I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 2020 matter ending 5887, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In your 24 matter ending 8594, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. And finally, in your 2020 matter ending 4845, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paper.
Can I get a bondsman for that?
So they're all secured appearance bonds. So if there is a bond company that you're willing to work with and that is willing to work with you, then yes, you could do it that way.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Eric Yazzie, please, and then Kwame Keaton. Good evening, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Eric Gabriel Yazzie,
Mr. Yazzie, what is your date of birth?
2/8/80.
All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case, CR 2024-157423. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your Maricopa County matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. Now, you are also here because the Kyrene Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest. This is a post-adjudication failure to pay or comply with court orders, in their case stemming out of a April 21, 2024 charge of disorderly conduct fighting. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney for limited representation regarding the bond issue only because I am setting a $50 secured appearance bond in that matter. I'm also setting a hearing on December 9th at 8:30 in the Kyrene Justice Court. All right, go ahead, step to left. Officer has your paperwork. All right, Kwame Keaton, please, and then Brandon Moeller. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Kwame Keaton,
And Mr. Keaton, what is your date of birth?
August 23rd, 2000.
Thank you. All right, so you are here because, give me a second. I'll ask you a question. Are you in custody on any other matters or just this one?
I got sentenced today.
Okay. All right, so you are here because the town of Paradise Valley issued a warrant for your arrest. This is a pre-adjudication warrant. Usually that means it's a failure to appear warrant based upon a excessive speed charge. In that matter, I am indicating that an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing for limited representation regarding the bond issue only. I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50 in this matter. I'm also setting a hearing on December 9th at 8 a.m. in the town of Paradise Valley. In the event you are still in custody on December 9th, which based upon what you told me, it seems like you will be, you should be able to arrange to attend that remotely.
I should be able to arrange to attend it?
Remotely, yeah.
Okay.
So let detention officers know. I think they work out, they handle the logistics of that, I believe.
Okay.
Okay. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. All right, Brandon Moeller, please, and then Manuel Flores.
Good morning.
Good evening. All right, sir. I have the benefit of a watch, which, go ahead and state your name.
Brandon Muller,
And Mr. Mueller, what is your date of birth?
February 27th, 1996.
Thank you. All right, so you are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on December 18th at 8:30 and December 22nd at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
And based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance. I am requiring that you register with pretrial services. Pretrial services will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearings, okay? Hey, go ahead, step to the left, officer, has your paperwork. Manuel Flores, please, and then Amori Dandridge. All right, Mr. Flores, go ahead, state your name.
Manuel Flores,
And Mr. Flores, what is your date of birth?
11/27/79.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on December 18th at 8:30 and December 22nd at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes, ma'am.
And then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance.
Thank you.
I am requiring that you register with pretrial services. Pretrial services will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearings, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer. There's your paperwork for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Amory Dandridge, please.
Hello, yeah.
Hello, sir. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
My name is Amari Dandridge,
And Mr. Dandridge, what is your date of birth?
05/20/2004.
Thank you. All right, sir, you were arrested earlier today on charges of disorderly conduct involving weapons or dangerous instruments, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for that. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney, so I'm not appointing you an attorney this evening. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on December 18th at 8:30 and December 22nd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
All right. And based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance. I am requiring that you register with pretrial services. Pretrial services will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearing dates. Now, you are subject to certain release conditions. You're not to have any contact with any alleged victim. All right, you're not to possess any weapons, no drugs, and no alcohol, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to left. Officers have your paperwork. All right, Ruby Cerna Vargas, please. And then Jillian Beeman. All right, Ms. Cerna Vargas, go ahead, state your name.
Ruby Sedina Serna Vargas.
And Ms. Serna Vargas, what is your date of birth?
October 26, 1993.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here this evening because the West McDowell Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon the allegations that you violated your probation in your case involving a 2016 violation of a court order, disobeying a court order charge. In that matter, you are not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this evening. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on December 16th at 1:30 p.m. in the West McDowell Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance.
Thank you.
You need to go to that hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
Get it taken care of. If you don't go to that hearing, another warrant may issue for your arrest, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you've spent almost 22 hours here today.
I had a lot of reflection to think about, and I didn't do it the first time to self-surrender because, to be honest, I have very little to minimum family support. I'm a single mom and, working all the time. It's hard enough to find 8 hours to get a babysitter for my shift to be covered, let alone 3 days. So, but I understand the severity and how long I've dragged this out. It's opened my eyes to a lot. So I am going to do some arrangements at work to try to use my vacation time to get it taken care of.
I like that you have a plan. Show up, get it taken care of. All right, go ahead, step to left. Jillian Beeman, please, and then Alexandria Luna. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Jillian Beeman.
And Ms. Beeman, what is your date of birth?
December 2nd, 1986.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here this evening because the North Mesa Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in their matter stemming from a September 8, 2025 charge of driving with a suspended or revoked license. In that matter, you are not entitled, because of the nature of those charges, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this evening. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on December 18th at 1 p.m. in the North Mesa Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance. You do need to go to that.
Okay.
Because you spent a long time here.
Nice.
So show up, get it taken care of, and don't come back, okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right, go ahead, step to left. Alexandria Luna. All right, Ms. Luna, go ahead, state your name.
Alexandria Luna.
And Ms. Luna, what is your date of birth?
6/12/1983.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here because you were arrested. You were arrested based upon allegations that you committed the offense of shoplifting, removal of goods, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for that. Because of the nature of those charges, you are not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this evening. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on December 24th at 1 p.m. in the Goodyear Municipal Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, I will, ma'am.
Okay, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening on your own recognizance. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, go ahead, step to left. All right, Kenneth Moore, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. All right, go ahead, state your name.
Kenneth Wesley Moore,
And Mr. Moore, what is your date of birth?
04/11/2000.
Thank you. All right, sir. So you are here on 3 warrants out of Texas. Okay. They give you that big white laminated card?
Yep.
Okay. Did you read that big white laminated card?
Yes, I did.
All right. Let's talk about that big white laminated card. All right. All right. As I stated, you have 3 warrants for your arrest issued by the state of Texas. That state wants you back on its warrants. Before court, you were given some paperwork on a big white laminated card. Did you read that?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay. as I stated, you have a warrant from the state of Texas, or you have 3 warrants from the state of Texas. You have a choice to make at this time. You can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to the requesting state within 30 days, or you can demand an extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states, that's Arizona and Texas, before you are sent back to the state of Texas. If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you would be held non-bondable in Maricopa County Jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for the requesting state to come for you. That 30 days would start tomorrow as long as you do not have any charges, criminal charges pending against you anywhere in Arizona. If you do have criminal charges pending against you in Arizona, the 30-day period would not start until those charges are resolved. If you choose to have an extradition hearing, I will set your hearing for December 15th at 1:30 p.m. in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. That's the same for all 3 cases. I cannot appoint an attorney to represent you in these cases because extradition matters are civil in nature, but you would have the right to hire a lawyer at your expense if you choose. You are entitled to bail, which in each of these 3 cases would be a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. So you're wanted on 3 warrants. So there is a first warrant for the offense of fraudulent possession or use of a credit or debit card. In that matter, I would set a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. There is a next warrant. This one is for credit card or debit card abuse. In that matter, I would also set a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. And finally, there is a third warrant for forgery of a financial instrument. In that matter, I would also set a third secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. So that'd be a total of $30,000 in secured appearance bond, okay? And I say it that way just because I want to be very clear with you because you have 3. All right. If you are able to post your bail, you would be held in custody until until a governor's warrant, until that time, which would be until a governor's warrant is signed by the governors of both states, both Texas and Arizona, or until another judge modifies your bail. And you will see another judge in the event you retain that extradition hearing on December 15th at 1:30 p.m. A governor's warrant signed by the governors of both states is required to extradite you to Texas. That process could take up to 90 days. All right, so at this point, you can let me know, it's your opportunity to let me know whether or not you would like to waive your right to an extradition hearing.
I'm sorry, I never did this. I'm just a tad bit confused. I did read the paper,
right,
but
no,
that was just a lot more information than the paper also.
Okay.
So I'm just, so waiving it is basically starting the process to head back to Texas and get this figured out, correct?
So if you waive that extradition hearing, I'm for all of them, right? If you waive it for all of them,
yeah.
Then that would start. And assuming you don't have any Arizona charges pending.
No, I don't.
Okay. Then Texas would have 30 days to come for you. You would be held non-bondable in Maricopa County Jail, and Texas would have 30 days to come for you.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you choose to keep that extradition hearing, I will set the bonds that we discussed, which is the $10,000 in each of the secured appearance in each of the 3 cases, and I would leave that hearing set on December 15th at 1:30 p.m. in front of a commissioner here in Maricopa County. That would get the process started to get governor's warrants signed by the governors of both Texas and Arizona. That governor warrant process can take up to 90 days.
Okay. And I think this is the part that I'm confused about. So you said if I choose to waive my extradition rights, I will have a bond through you. And I have a court case on the 15th here?
Okay. So if you waive your extradition hearing, right, you would be held non-bondable here in Maricopa County for 30 days to allow Texas time to come for you.
Right.
Okay, so if you waive, there's no bond, and Texas has 30 days to come for you. In the event you choose to keep that extradition hearing in Maricopa County on December 15th at 1:30 p.m., I will set those bonds that we talked about. Okay.
Okay.
And that's the extradition. That's the process for an extradition hearing, which is the December 15th at 1:30 p.m., and to start the governor's warrant process to be signed, and that governor's warrant process can take up to 90 days. Now, I will tell you this. This is not legal advice. This is just procedural information. You can make this decision now. You can think about it, and when you see the judge on December 15th at 1:30, you can waive at that point if you want to waive your right to the extradition hearing at that point.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a lot to think about, and people want to think a little longer.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot. I'm just trying to. I'm sorry. All right. So you said that 30,000. If I waive it, is that possible that I could try to pay that and then make it to court? Because I have court on the 8th in Michigan, like for something totally different, and I can't miss that, or that's probably gonna page to me. So I have a felony warrant in Michigan then if I miss court on the 8th.
So if you keep your extradition hearing, right, on December 15th at 1:30 p.m., I will set those bonds in the total amount of $30,000. It would be possible for you to post those bonds, right? However, as part of this process, you are required to remain in Arizona.
So I have to stay in Arizona when I get out. I wouldn't be, all right, but that's cool because I could set up a Zoom call, correct? If in the event you're able to post that bond and secure your release, I mean, they give you your property back, you get your cell phone or whatever it is. Yeah, I can work all that out, all right. Okay, so yeah, I'll do that option then.
Okay. Yeah, you're not allowed to leave the state without permission from the court.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead in each of these three cases. I'm going to go ahead and set a. Do you want me to go through them again?
The bond.
No. The cases for which you are here and the warrants for which you are here.
Oh yeah. No, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so in each of these three cases, I am setting a hearing on December 15th at 1:30 p.m. in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting in each of the case an amount of a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. You will, as mentioned, you will have that extradition hearing on December 15th at 1:30 p.m. where the judge will go through these options again. If you post the bond, make sure you attend all court dates or a warrant will issue for your arrest.
Okay.
All right. Do we have the paperwork printed for him?
No. Right now, we're going to print all three copies.
Okay. We will get, if you want to go ahead and have a seat, we'll get it brought out to you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. All right. All right, we have one house call this evening. Our house call is Abraham De La Rosa. Mr. De La Rosa is, well, we will wait until we are actually clear. Huh? Perfect. All right, we have one house call this evening. Our house call is Abraham De La Rosa. Mr. De La Rosa's birth date is November 29th, 1984. Mr. De La Rosa is here because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for his arrest based upon allegations that on or about June 13th of 2025, he committed 2 counts of intentionally subjecting domestic animals to cruel mistreatment, both Class 5 felonies, and 2 counts of cruelty to animals, both Class 6 felonies. In that matter, I am appointing him an attorney, and I am setting hearings on December 11th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in his matter in the amount of $5,000. All right, that brings us to our last matter for the evening, if council's ready. And do we have Ms. Stetson on the phone?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is here.
All right. All right, Mr. Scabetta, go ahead, state your name.
Michael Scabetta,
And Mr. Scabetta, what is your date of birth?
3/13/64.
Thank you. And on behalf of Mr. Scabetta this evening?
Elliot Briggs, Judge from Grand Canyon Law Office.
And you're Mr. Briggs?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And on behalf of the state this evening?
Good evening, Your Honor. Ashley Stetson on behalf of the state.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because you were arrested on charges of 1 count of molestation of a child, a Class 2 felony, 4 counts of child enticement, a Class 4, all Class 4 felonies, and 4 counts of indecent exposure, all Class 6 felonies. Based upon the Form 4, I am inclined to find probable cause for those violations, but I will, of course, hear argument from counsel. Ms. Stetson, do you have any argument on behalf of the state?
No, Your Honor, the state believes that the information laid out in the Form 4 supports probable cause for all charges. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Briggs?
No argument on probable cause at this time, Judge.
Okay. All right. Based upon the information in the state's Form 4, in the Form 4, I am finding probable cause at this time for the charges that I read. Based upon the notice of appearance from the Grand Canyon Law Group, I am not appointing Mr. Scabetta an attorney this evening, and again, recognizing the Grand Canyon Law Group has filed their notice of appearance in this matter. In this matter, I am setting hearings on December 10th at 8:30 and December 12th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. All right, I must now decide and determine conditions of release. I have, as I mentioned, reviewed the Form 4 in this matter. Ms. Stetson, before I go further, did state want to make a motion with regard to that Form 4?
Yes, Your Honor. The state submitted a request to seal the Form 4, and that request is based on the fact that the 2 minor children, the victims, Your Honor, their name is used in the Form 4. So in order to protect their identity, the state is asking Your Honor to seal the Form 4. Thank you.
All right. Based upon the state's motion to seal that Form 4, I am going to go ahead and seal the Form 4 this evening. All right, and I apologize for the detour. All right, as I mentioned, I do need to decide and determine conditions of release. I have reviewed the Form 4. I have reviewed the state's recommendation, the state's written recommendation. I've also read the victim statement in this matter. Just to let you guys know where I'm coming from. All right, Ms. Stetson, at this point, would state like to make argument?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is requesting bond be set in the amount of $200,000 cash, along with the conditions laid out in the state's written recommendation, which would include standard conditions of no contact with witnesses, victims, etc., no alcohol or illegal substances, no returning to the scene of the incident or incidents, no weapons. But in addition to those conditions, the state is asking for electronic monitoring, no contact with minors, no access to internet, house arrest, and they believe that is all. In regard to the request for the $200,000 cash bond, Your Honor, the state is asking for that for several reasons. One, the allegations themselves, Your Honor, these are very concerning allegations. Two, the suspect's place of trust or his he is the alleged grandfather of the minors, Your Honor. The state has concerns about that. He should be he should be a person of trust, and he, in the state's position, has violated that. Additionally, Your Honor, the suspect is looking at significant prison time, which that does cause a state concern for his risk of flight, as well as the length that this has been going on, Your Honor. This appears to have been going on for a while, as well as the suspect's admissions in the Form 4. So the state believes that is appropriate. $200,000 cash bond is an appropriate amount. And for the record, Your Honor, the state did review the victim impact statement as well. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Briggs.
So, Judge, Mr. Scabetta has lived in Arizona his whole life. His whole family lives here. His wife, he has 6 kids. Obviously, the alleged victims are grandkids. And so we understand the part about not seeing kids at this point. That makes sense. He's not a flight risk. He doesn't have anywhere else to go. All his family is here, like I said. He's not a flight risk. He works, right now he's over at the Intel campus. He works for a Japanese company that works for them. So he does work. He contributes to the family financially. They own their house, not outright, so they do have to pay on that house. And so him being in custody, he's not able to work. He'd end up losing his job. There'd be financial hardship for everyone because of that. He has no criminal history, no type of allegation like this before. He's no small misdemeanor allegations or convictions, nothing like that. And so I'd argue in that sense he's not a danger to the community. Did the court get, right before I came in, they sent me over that, I believe it was the victim's parents might have sent in a letter. Did the court get that?
That was the victim impact statement appears to be from the parents.
Okay. And so if Your Honor got to read that, it seems like the parents, they want to be careful with what happens, obviously, with Mr. Scabetta being alone with the kids or anything like that. But at the same time, they did say in there they don't want to see him just sitting in jail. They want to see him get help and be able to continue to be in whatever that, that's obviously going to look different than it did before, but to continue to be part of the family. And that's the victim's wishes, Judge. Honestly, if the court puts him on an ankle monitor, I think that's going to take care of any kind of flight risk, as well as him going near the kids or anyone else. I think $200,000 cash is a little bit high. I would ask for a secured bond. I'm asking for $50,000. That's recently, as far as what I've seen, is like $50,000 to $100,000 secured. Seems to be reasonable, and that would give him a chance to be able to bond out. Him and his wife have been talking to the bonds company. They've been working everything out, and that's kind of what we were telling them to expect, and that's something that seems reasonable to everyone. And so for all those reasons, Judge, we'd ask that, I'm asking that you give a $50,000 secured bond to give them a chance to get out. I'm trying to think. I think that's it, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. I do have a question. So state has asked for, has asked as part of the release conditions that he be prohibited from returning to the scene of the alleged crime. My understanding is the incidents all the alleged incidents all occurred at his house where the children do not live. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, and I was going to bring that up when I heard that, and I didn't. But yes, so the scene was at his house. They don't live there, and the kid wouldn't be going there.
Okay. All right. Did you want to add anything, Ms. Stetson, to clarify that point?
No, that in the Form 4, the alleged victim's mother goes over to the residence to help the grandmother. It's unclear if the mother works for the grandmother or just helps the grandmother. Based on the language in the Form 4, it wasn't clear. So there's concerns that the mother going over there would potentially have to bring the victims over. The state doesn't know the child care situation or what circumstances surround that situation, but the state would note that information. So there are concerns about that, Your Honor.
Okay.
And sorry, Judge. I was just going to say I can shed some light on that situation as well. So
we seem to be going down a rabbit hole, honestly.
Okay.
It's not the children's home, it's his home. So as long as they don't share a residence, I'm not going to preclude him from, in the event he is able to post the bond, going back to his home when the children don't reside there.
Okay, Judge.
Is there something else, or you think I'm missing something?
No, that's...
Okay. All right, in this matter, having reviewed the information, and in these cases, I always consider risk to victims and risk communities. I did read the victim impact statement in this case, and I am keeping that in mind. I have heard the arguments of both parties. I am going to go ahead and set a cash-only appearance bond in this matter in the amount of $200,000. In the event that Mr. Skibetta is able to post that bond and secure his release, he would be subject to certain pretrial release conditions. Those include electronic monitoring, house arrest. He's not to initiate any contact with the alleged victim. He's not to have any physical contact with any alleged victim. He's not to initiate contact with any alleged complainant or witness. He's not to have any contact with any minors. There are no exceptions to that. He's prohibited from accessing the internet except for school, work, and court purposes only. He's not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. He's also going to need to obey the terms of any order of protection issued or to be issued. Now, this does notably not preclude him from returning to the scene of the alleged crime. All right, anything further from you, Ms. Stetson?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything further from you, Ms. Briggs?
No, it was cash only, though?
Cash only. All right. We will go ahead and get that printed for you. We will give you a courtesy copy, Mr. Briggs, so you will have something with all of this information written down. Huh? Okay. All right, Ms. Stetson, thank you for your time this evening.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and that brings us to the end of our 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar. We are going to go ahead and stand adjourned until 11, and we should be off the record.
Okay. Okay. You know, get hold of it. All right.
Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening. This is the time set for the 11 p.m. initial appearance calendar on December 4th, 2025. Court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I'll call you each one at a time to the podium. I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair outside of this room. I'm also going to read the victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have the rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. If we could start with Joseph Martinez to the podium and Maya Jones to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Joseph Martinez, 11/12/91.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. You are here for 1 count of armed robbery, threat to use a weapon, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of robbery, a Class 4 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a couple of hearings in the downtown Superior Courthouse, starting with a status conference on December 10th at 8:30, an evidentiary hearing December 11th at 1:30, and a preliminary hearing December 12th at 8:30. So 3 hearings coming up 3 days in a row. Because at the time of this offense, you were out on felony release for a different case you currently have pending, you're not eligible for bond today. The hearing set for December 11th at 1:30, that's the time set to determine if bond will be set on these new charges. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Maya Jones to the podium. Terry on to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Maya Jones, 11/15/04.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case. It is for 1 count of armed robbery, a Class 2 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference December 10th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing December 12th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $150,000. In the event you were to post bond, you'd be released to the supervision of pretrial services, and you'd be equipped with electronic monitoring. You'd also have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you may not possess any weapons. All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No release.
You would have to post bond in order to be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody, and they'll transport you to your hearings.
How much is it?
Your bond is $150,000.
And the 10%?
If you go through a bail bonding company, it's typically 10% plus collateral. And they'll give you information on how to contact different bail bonding companies so you can find out what each company requires. Anything further, ma'am?
No.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Terry on to the podium. Christopher to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Jerry Free Love, 06-10-04, June 10, 2004.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here today on a new case. This is for 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of criminal trespass, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of obstructing or resisting police, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. I'll give you an opportunity to speak at the end, okay? You're going to have a status conference December 10th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing December 12th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. In the event you were to post that bond and be released from custody, you'd have written conditions. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you may not possess any weapons. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. About the, what was it? Assault on a police officer? I didn't assault him. Actually, what happened was,
Hold on, before you move forward, I hate to interrupt you. The only reason I'm doing that is this is being recorded. You don't have your attorney here. So when you talk about the facts of your case, the state can review that and use that against you. And so I am advising you not to discuss the facts of your case on the record until you have an opportunity to speak with your attorney. You're not being found guilty or convicted of that charge. That's just the allegations at this point. I have appointed an attorney to represent you, and I want you to give them all the information you have as to any defense for that charge, okay? And you're going to meet with that attorney on December 10th. Did you have any questions or concerns that don't involve speaking regarding the facts of the case?
I'll have all my paperwork for my court dates, right?
Yeah, so the paperwork we're about to give you is going to give you the date, time, and location of your hearings, and you'll just need to ensure that you attend those hearings. You will have to post a bond in order to be released. If you don't post that bond, you'll stay here and they'll transport you.
Okay.
Anything further, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right, if you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Thank you. Christopher Martin to the podium. Marcus Fulton to the chair.
Christopher Martin, 42774.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here today because a warrant issued out of the Santan Justice Court. It is for an offense date of December 9th, 2023, and it is for 2 counts of DUI, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 1 misdemeanor. It does appear counsel was previously appointed in this case, so I will affirm the attorney previously appointed. You're going to have a arraignment hearing in the Santan Justice Court on December 9th at 8:30 in the morning. I am affirming the secured appearance bond in this case in the amount of $2,500. In the event you were to post that bond and be released from custody, you'd have written conditions. It does include not possessing or consuming alcohol and not driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. All of that will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions? No. Please step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Marcus Fulton to the podium. Salvador to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Marcus Fulton, 10/13/97.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. It is for one count of narcotic drug possession for sale, a Class 2 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You will have a status conference December 10th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing December 12th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. In the event you were to post bond and be released from custody, you would have written conditions. You may not possess any weapons, and you may not possess any drugs without a valid prescription. All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Yeah, so after I leave here, I just go back out there with them?
I'm not sure if I understand your question. Go back where?
Out there, this is my first time ever getting locked up.
Okay, so here in just a moment, I'll have you sit in the gallery. They'll give you your paperwork, and then in a little bit, the officers will take you to the next step, which is processing. They'll give you information and access to phones if you want to call family, friends, or bail bonding companies in order to bond out. If you don't bond out, they'll take you to the next step, which will likely transfer you to a different place to stay in custody until your next hearing.
All right.
All right,
Sorry.
so step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Salvador Castellanos to the podium and Peter Conway to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Salvador Castellanos, 11/15/1994.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here today on 3 cases. They are probation violation warrants that issued for you with allegations that you violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 7. I am appointing an attorney to represent you and setting a probation revocation hearing December 11th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $1,000 in 2 of the cases, $100 in the third, for a total bond of $2,100. In the event you were to post bond and be released from custody, you would have written conditions. It will include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of this will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Peter Conway to the podium and Shauna Tate to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Peter Conway, 11/11/79.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here today on a new case. It is for 1 count of disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of assault, also a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did review your financial profile that was provided, and based on that information, I am not finding that you are indigent. Therefore, you can hire an attorney at your own expense, but I will not appoint one. You are going to have an arraignment hearing in the El Mirage Municipal Court. That will take place December 15th at 10 a.m. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. In the event you post bond and are released from custody, you are going to have written conditions of release. Some of those things include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You may not possess weapons. If you reside at the same location as the alleged victim, even if you are the owner or the renter of that residence, you may not return there and you must find an alternative residence. However, you may contact law enforcement for 1 civil standby to collect any personal belongings you may need to obtain. All of that will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
So no R.
No, you have a bond that you would have to post of $1,500 in order to be released from custody.
Okay.
If you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Shauna Tate to the podium. Ferdinand Phobia to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Shauna Tate, 3/20/2001.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a failure to appear bench warrant for a pending drug case you have. I'm going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you and give you some new hearing dates. You're going to have a status conference December 10th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing December 12th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. In the event you were to post bond and be released from custody, you'd have written conditions. It does include not possessing any weapons, not possessing any drugs without a valid prescription, and then you'd also need to ensure that you attend all of your future hearings. If you were to fail to appear again, another warrant would issue and you'd forfeit any bonds you posted. All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, just step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Ferdinand Phobia to the podium, Ruby Perez to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Ferdinand Phobia, January 13, 1989.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on 2 probation violation warrants that issued with allegations that you have violated terms 3 and 7 of your probation. I am appointed, 3 and 7 are the terms that they've alleged you violated. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set a probation revocation hearing December 11th at 8:30. In one case, you have a bond of $500. The second case, you have a bond of $250. In the event you post the bond of $750 for both cases and are released from custody, you have written conditions. You may not possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, you're not.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Thank you, sir. Ruby Perez to the podium, Anthony Olmedo to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Ruby Perez, 10/21/83.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for a pending drug case you have. I'm going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you and set a status conference December 10th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you were to post that bond and be released from custody, you'd have written conditions of release. It does include not possessing any weapons, not possessing any drugs without a valid prescription, and then ensuring that you attend all future hearings. If you fail to appear, another warrant would issue and you'd forfeit any bond you posted. All of that will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions? No. Please step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Anthony Olmedo to the podium, Arturo Bazan to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Anthony Thomas Gulate, January 15, 1978.
Have you gone by Anthony Thomas
Olmedo,
Olmedo?
yeah. Olmedo.
Okay. Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here today on a probation violation warrant that was issued with allegations that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you and setting a probation revocation hearing December 11th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you were to post bond and be released from custody, you'd have written conditions. It will include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Arturo to the podium. David Carrera to the chair.
Arturo Bazan, 02/17/1996.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 3, 5, and 15. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you and setting a probation revocation hearing December 11th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you post that bond and are released from custody, you have written conditions. It does include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. David Carrera to the podium and Hope Dobbins to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Yeah, it's 06/25/1991. It's David
And your last name?
Carrera.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you related to your probation case. I'm affirming the attorney previously appointed and setting a probation revocation hearing December 11th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $150. In the event you do post bond and are released from custody, you have written conditions. It does include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. You also need to ensure you attend all of your future hearings. If you fail to appear, another warrant would issue and you'd forfeit any bonds you posted. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Hope Dobbins to the podium. Dwayne Harris to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
1/21/85. My name's Hope Dobbins.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a probation violation warrant with allegations that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I am appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing December 11th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In the event you post bond and are released from custody, you have written conditions. You may not possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Please step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Dwayne Harris to the podium. Brianna Solis to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Dwayne Harris, July 4th, 88.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here based on a warrant from the West McDowell Justice Court. You failed to appear at a hearing for a criminal trespassing charge. I'm going to appoint an attorney and set an arraignment hearing in the West McDowell Justice Court on December 9th at 8:30. It looks like you're currently in custody on some other cases, so I'm just putting what's called a placeholder bond of $50. In the event you were to post the bonds on your other cases plus this case and be released, you'd have written conditions. It does include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. Otherwise, they will transport you to that hearing, okay? Any questions?
I mean, I don't know if it's necessary. Like you said, I am dealing with some other cases and stuff. I mean, I don't know if is it appropriate to ask if it would be time served or that have to be on the next court date.
Are you referring to the criminal trespass case? Will they do time served? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, it's just.
That will be up to the West McDowell Justice Court. However, I have placed a placeholder bond, which gives them the ability to do that because you're being held on a bond while you're in here. They can take that into consideration.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. If you step to your left, I'll get you that paperwork. Brianna Solis to the podium. Carmen Otero to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Brianna Marie Solis, 7/10/1994.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case. It is for 5 counts of organized retail theft, a Class 4 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference December 18th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing December 22nd at 8:30. I'm releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. You do have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you may not go to any Ulta stores. All of this will be in your paperwork. You're also going to get an envelope with your paperwork. You need to ensure you read those instructions and contact pretrial services upon your release, and then attend all of your hearings. If you were to fail to appear at any of them, a warrant would issue, and then you would be held on bond at your next hearing. Did you have any questions? Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Carmen Otero to the podium. Philip Laborin to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Carmen Otero, 11/23/87.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case. It is for 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of forgery, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference December 18th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing December 22nd at 8:30. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear at these hearings. You do have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. All of that will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork.
Thank you.
Philip Laborin to the podium. May I get your name and date of birth?
Philip Laverine Jr., 6/26/1983.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here on a warrant from the Agua Fria Justice Court for failing to appear at a hearing for an underlying charge of an assault from August of 2023. Due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel. You're going to have an arraignment hearing in the Agua Fria Justice Court on December 24th at 10:30 in the morning. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear at that hearing. You do have written conditions of release. You may not possess drugs without a valid prescription, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
So I'm just going to be released today with no bond or anything?
Correct. On this case, you're being released with no bond, and then you just need to ensure that you attend that hearing on December 24th in the Agua Fria Justice Court.
Okay.
All right?
And then after I get out of here, I'll have access to my phone so I can call, right?
Once you are
Released,
they will give you all of the belongings that you came in here with, and so you will have access to it. You should have access to a phone in the back. I believe it is all collect calls, and you would have to know the phone numbers.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll have to wait.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
If you step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Thank you, sir. Can I have Arthur Martinez to the podium? May I get your name and date of birth?
Arthur Edward Martinez, 10471.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant for a pending charge of failing to register as a sex offender. I am going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent you and set a status conference December 10th at 8:30 in the morning. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. In the event you were to post that bond and be released from custody, you'd have written conditions. It does include not possessing any weapons, not possessing any alcohol, and not driving a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. And then you'll need to ensure that you attend all of your future hearings. If you were to fail to appear, another warrant would issue and you'd forfeit any bond that you posted. All of that will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork.
Thank you.
The remaining cases will proceed as house calls due to bizarre behavior. Number 29 and 30 are for Shanda Peterson, date of birth August 11th, 1981. She is here on two cases. The first one is a probation violation warrant with allegations that she violated terms 3, 5, and 15. I'm appointing an attorney to represent her and setting a probation revocation hearing on December 11th at 8:30. I'm also affirming the secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. The second case is a warrant from the Arrowhead Justice Court for failing to appear at a hearing for a criminal trespass charge and a criminal damage charge. I am appointing an attorney and setting an arraignment hearing in the Arrowhead Justice Court on December 9th at 8:30. In that case, she's going to have a secured appearance bond of $50 for a total bond of $300. In the event she were to post bond and be released from custody, she'd have written conditions. It does include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting her probation officer within 72 hours of release. Case number 11. Roshan Williams, date of birth February 26, 2000, is here on a Justice Court warrant. It is for failing to appear at a hearing for a criminal trespass charge. I am appointing an attorney to represent him and setting an arraignment hearing in the West McDowell Justice Court on December 9th at 8:30 and setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. In the event he were to post bond and be released from custody, he'd have written conditions. It does include not possessing weapons or alcohol and contacting his probation officer within 72 hours. Case number 12, Andrew McNear, date of birth August 21st, 1991, is here on a Justice Court warrant for failing to appear at a hearing for an underlying charge of theft. I am appointing an attorney and setting an arraignment hearing in the El Centro Justice Court on December 9th at 8:30. I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. In the event he were to post bond and be released from custody, he'd have written conditions. He may not possess drugs without a valid prescription. He may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Case number 13 and 14 belong to Jackie Ruffin, date of birth October 17th, 1987. She is here on two cases. They are both from the Peoria Municipal Court. The first one is for failing to appear at a hearing, and the other one is a probation violation. I am setting an arraignment hearing in the Peoria Municipal Court on December 23rd at 9 a.m. Due to the nature of her charges, she's not entitled to court-appointed counsel. I am releasing her on her own recognizance, that is her promise to appear. She does have written conditions of release. It does include not possessing weapons or alcohol, and she must contact her probation officer within 72 hours of release. All of this information will be in her paperwork. If anything changes after I meet with any of these parties, I will update the written record. This does conclude our 11 p.m. calendar, and we will now stand in recess until 2 a.m.